My friends, I hope you guys are doing well today. I felt called to come on and do a reading. I got this new deck and it's called Show Me. And so there's a bunch of tarot question prompts in it. I bought it off of Etsy. And I don't know if you guys know this, but in Canada, Canada Post was on strike for a while. So it was stuck in some warehouse for a very long time. And it showed up on my doorstep yesterday. So I wanted to come on and use it with you guys. So we're just going to see what Spirit wants you to know. We're going to see what Spirit wants me to show you through tarot. So you may resonate with this reading, you might not. It probably won't be a very long reading, but I just wanted to see what you need to hear today. So let's see what Spirit wants me to show you through tarot. Again, I hope you guys are doing well. So let's cut the deck and then we'll give it a shuffle and we'll see what comes out. So what do you need to know? What do you need to know? What does the viewer need to know? We've got cards already. So we've got show me who can help me. Show me who can best help me, which is so weird because I just saw someone in my comment section saying that they feel like they could use some help. So who can best help you? Let's have a look at who can help you. And we have two. Show me what this day will bring. So we're going to do two questions here. We're going to start with who can help you. My nose is running right away. Hang on. All right. So who can help you? Let's have a look. We have the Ten of Cups. It's interesting. So it says family, love, and support. So there could be someone in your family that could help you, or maybe you're meant to be leaning on your family at this time, a family member. That doesn't have to be through blood. This could be someone you feel is family. Someone who has emotional stability. So maybe you have a friend that's really emotionally stable. Maybe you need to, again, family and love. So someone in your family, perhaps, someone who loves you. It's interesting because I just pulled the Death card, and I know this sounds weird, but it could be that the biggest person helping you is actually someone who has passed away. And again, I know that sounds insane. One of my biggest supports in my journey, and she passed away before I started my healing journey, is my grandmother. So it could be that, you know, you have familial support from someone who's passed away that, you know, maybe doesn't even know what you're going through, right? Well, they do know because they're watching over you. But take it as it resonates. I felt like I had to say it. So I never cut the deck like this. I'm cutting it in three. I never do that when I do a face reading like this. We have the Knight of Cups, which is interesting. It says mediator. So it could be time for you to get a mediator or someone who can help you through this process, whatever it is. If you're dealing with, you know, yourself and your own healing journey, maybe it's time to get a counselor. If you are having difficulties with someone in your life, maybe it's time to seek mediation. So I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles. So a third party mediating between you, especially if it's like has to do with family or love. We also have negotiator, so mediator, negotiator, and who can best help you. It's interesting that this card came out because I also heard your higher self. And the Knight of Cups is very tapped into their intuition. They follow their heart no matter what. So I also feel like, you know, someone who can help you is your higher self, and you can allow that by trusting your higher self, trusting your intuition, if that makes sense. So let's see who can best help you. Those are just some of the messages coming out so far. My nose is running. Maybe you're dealing with a runner. I'm not even kidding. All right, big breath. I just took a big deep breath. So let's see who can best help you. Who can best help you? Your conscience. Seven of Swords in reverse. Your conscience is what's coming out. Who can best help you? your conscience, your intuition is what I'm hearing. And it could be that you are dealing with a runner. We've got the Seven of Swords here, which in the upright can, be someone who it avoids or runs or ghosts. I'm lisping. Yes, Wally. So it could be that you're waiting for some closure from another person. Maybe, who can best help you could be the person who did the wrongdoing towards you, because this card talks about make amends for wrongdoing. So, there could be someone in your life that can help you that you need to make amends with. But I was also hearing, a little froggy in my throat, I was also hearing that it could be that who can best help you is, making amends and having closure with the person who deceived you or ran from you or ghosted you. It also says imposter syndrome. So you could be someone who struggles with not trusting yourself or feeling like an imposter. And again, I feel like you need to trust yourself is what I'm hearing. We're going to get another one. Oh, are you kidding me? Look at what's on the bottom, the Knight of Wands. How many times did I say runner? So it could be that, who can best help you? It could be, and even saying that, I'm feeling conflicted because you need to be able to heal without, sometimes we need to be able to heal and forgive without even talking to the person who hurt us. But it does seem like for some of you, who can best help you, and this could be how you feel because I'm reading your energy. So it could be that you feel like the person who could best help you is someone who ran away from you and someone who ghosted you or hurt you. And you could be feeling like the only thing that's going to help me is if this person makes amends and apologizes for their wrongdoing. Which, makes me want to talk about the fact that sometimes we need to be able to forgive and heal without that closure. Anyway, I'm going to get one more for this one. Who can best help you? We've got the Queen of Pentacles, so possibly an older feminine, a mentor of some sort. Maybe I'm older than you. I'm an older feminine. Could be someone in the spotlight, someone who's a leader, because we have King of Wands on the bottom. So it could be, an older masculine or an older feminine. This could be someone who is a parent. So maybe this is your mother, aunt, grandmother, take it as it resonates. Could also be you, maybe you don't give yourself enough credit is what I'm hearing. Anyway, so for who can help you, someone nurturing, practical, generous, welcoming, sensible, caring, working parent, like I said, this could be an older feminine in your life, maybe even a businesswoman. Usually I don't, gender my readings, but this could be that, remember that negotiator. So, if you have the chance to do therapy or have counseling or have some sort of mentoring and it's an older woman, good sign, good sign. So let's see, the other card that came out is this day will bring. So what is today going to bring you? Let's have a look. What is today? That came out right away. That's interesting. It feels like you are experiencing self-limiting beliefs about a connection in your life. And maybe that's really heavy on your mind today. This day will bring Page of Wands in reverse, self-limiting beliefs, impatience, lack of inspiration. So you could be feeling, you could be really struggling with your ego today. Self-limiting beliefs when it comes to love. I'm also seeing a little bit of a theme here. Like this talks about, Page of Wands in reverse talks about, impatience. So maybe today you're feeling quite impatient because you're waiting for, you know, a runner or someone who has wronged you in some way to come in and engage in a conversation with you, and it's not happening. So today you could be struggling with impatience, wanting to control the situation. And sometimes when we're impatient and we feel like controlling something, we're actually causing more resistance to it. So the best thing you can do is trust yourself, because this stable bring came out with who can best help me. And there was a very strong message about your own intuition and trusting in your own intuition. And this day will bring self-limiting beliefs. So you could be going through some self-limiting beliefs today is what I'm hearing. Let's get one more. So self-limiting beliefs when it comes to partnerships, romantic love, connection, joining forces, unity. You could have self-limiting beliefs about coming into union with a runner. And, you know, those self-limiting beliefs, that's your ego, and it doesn't help anything. It just blocks that energy. And, you know, I've been dealing with a lot of people in my comment section with self-limiting beliefs. And that type of energy can really pull you down. It pulls me down as a reader. Like I can energetically feel, you know, weighed down by that energy when a lot of people are projecting that energy towards you. So just keep that in mind, that those self-limiting beliefs I used to call it in my soul tribe readings, your ego monster. Like once you give into it, it just gets worse. So try not to give into those self-limiting beliefs today, especially today. Let's get one more. What do they need to be shown? What lesson is needed? Ooh, I like this one. Ooh, there's an interesting one on the bottom, which I will return to. So what lesson is needed? So let's see what lesson you need to be learning, or what lesson. Wheel of Fortune. That's a card about lessons. So what lesson is needed? Possibly a lesson in divine timing and patience with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, you can't force it. What will happen in divine timing. There is something here about cycles. So what lesson is needed? Maybe you need to look at some of your cycles with the Wheel of Fortune. You know, if you're feeling like, especially if you're dealing with a runner or, you know, someone who's wronged you, the lesson could be that they, you know, yes, they did wrong you, but maybe you do need to learn how to forgive and heal without them actually coming in with a physical apology, because not everybody apologizes. I've had to forgive and release people in my life who never apologized to me, you know. There could be a lesson with divine timing. When divine timing is at play, we can't force it. Cycle breakers, you know, what lesson do you need to learn? Maybe there's a cycle that you're repeating. Maybe there is a cycle that needs to be broken, especially with the self-limiting beliefs, you know. What lesson is needed? You need to understand the universe is in control. So, you know, I can't remember when I did this reading. I feel very out of breath right now. So you could be someone who's feeling very overwhelmed, very burdened, very tired. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about cycles. So when I started spiritually awakening and I was receiving these lessons, I actually started to look back at my family's history, at the life cycles that played out in my family's history. One of them was staying in unhappy marriages. And, you know, there could be some sort of lesson that or cycle that you're repeating, that maybe your parents repeated or your grandparents repeated. Take that as it resonates. I feel very out of breath. And we have the Three of Wands. So what lesson do you need to know? That whatever is happening right now is happening in divine timing. It's happening because that's the way it needs to play out. If you are connected to someone else, what lesson do you need to learn? You need to realize that there's karma going down. So it's very important to try and see the lesson in things. What lesson is needed? We have the Three of Wands on the bottom, and this mentions confidence. So your confidence could be lacking, especially, if you're dealing with someone who ran from you. You could be internalizing that and thinking that there's something wrong with you. Like, why did they run? There must be something wrong with me. And, this confidence, especially if you're a counterpart, what's happening right now could be for your own benefit to help you move forward and gain that confidence back. But take that as it resonates. Now, I'm going to get one more for this one. What lesson is needed? What lesson is needed? Deep breath again. Geez, we have the Lovers. I'm telling you, you could be a divine counterpart. Deep soul connection. So whoever you're connected to in this deep soul connection, it's definitely meant to teach you lessons about yourself, about your own confidence, about your own cycles, about your own patterns. What you value in a relationship, what you don't. Just because this person wasn't giving you what you wanted in a relationship doesn't mean what you wanted in a relationship is wrong. It just means that the two of you weren't aligned. It doesn't mean you can't come into alignment either. That's really interesting. Divine love, deep soul connection. I can't even show you the card because there's so much nudity on it. And we have the Eight of Wands. So remember what I said, that you could be someone who is, losing patience, waiting for communication from someone. We have the Five of Pentacles here for what lesson is needed. So you could be someone who struggles with abandonment wounds, with fear of rejection. And again, the lesson here is that whatever's happening here is not a reflection of your worth. You weren't being rejected. Something was out of alignment. And if you are dealing with a runner or an avoidant and you are anxious attachment, that comes from a place of codependency. That comes from a place of fear of rejection, fear of abandonment. So you may need to look at, your lessons when it comes to that, especially with the confidence, And I just want to mention, I don't want you to feel bad if you feel easily rejected. I went on a whole rant today in a reading about rejection sensitivity dysphoria and about how, neurodivergent people can struggle with rejection sensitivity. And that's not even with actual rejection. That's with perceived rejection. So something as little as someone saying no to you or someone saying they're busy, you could internalize that as there's something wrong with you. So imagine when it's actual rejection, how powerful that feels, how intense that feels. And I just want to tell you, you shouldn't feel bad about that. It just means that your brain works differently than neurotypicals, Anyway. So what lesson is needed? This talks about, again, like I said, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, lack mindset, self-limiting beliefs. So that seems to be, if you're resonating with this, I hope that helps. Now, on the bottom, we have show me my divine purpose. So you could be a counterpart for sure. So let's see, your divine purpose. Well, we've got the Lovers on the bottom, divine connection. So it could be that, if you are dealing with a runner, my nose hasn't ran since the beginning of this reading, but when that happens, there's usually runner energy. You know, this could be part of your divine purpose, the lessons that this person is teaching you by their own behaviors, if that makes sense. Like maybe you're anxious attachment and they're anxious avoidant. Anyway, so let's see your divine purpose. What is your divine purpose? We have, I keep taking big deep breaths, so you may be feeling very tired today. We have the Page of Swords, so your divine purpose could be teaching others. Your divine purpose could be some sort of communication, sharing your voice. Hello, my divine feminines. Teaching others, guiding others could be your divine purpose. And we have the Five of Swords in reverse. That's so interesting. We have peace after trouble. So part of your divine purpose, like, could be helping other people through hard times, finding peace after trouble. And, you know, maybe you're going through everything you're going through in order to give you the tools and knowledge to help others. We have making amends, your divine purpose. So your divine purpose could be helping other people communicate and make amends. Like maybe you're in some kind of, you know, connection where you do need a mediator, and then you go to that mediator and you think, wow, that person really helped me. I would like to do that for others. And then you go on to help other people make amends and reconcile. You know, you could be someone who's meant to help people like I help people. And we have resolution. So your divine purpose could be helping people, you know, I'm hearing mediator. That is so interesting. So your divine purpose could be your divine purpose could be helping to bring people back together. What's really interesting is I recently did some thing, I can't remember what it's called, and it said my life purpose was to help bring people back together, which is very similar to this energy right here. So, you know, maybe your divine purpose is to help people reconnect, to help people compromise with each other and to find middle ground. And maybe that's why you're going through everything you're going through. You know, I wouldn't be able to do what I do without the hard lessons I went through. Anyway, that's it for this reading. That's all I was going to do. So thank you for joining me. I hope that resonated with someone. And I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.